away. What's everyone doing? I mean, you know,
Let's
does anyone have
let's
any
see
plans?
what our friend Mr. COVID's doing first,
Bro, man, I
and then
mean,
that depends on what we could be doing because we might not be allowed to go nowhere. You know what I mean? You might have to just
It's true.
sit in your yard.
yeah, because isn't it? Because they always do that. Is it in Westminster? The on New Year's
Ain't no
Eve.
one going
Yeah,
Westminster.
the
What are you talking about?
fireworks, the fireworks.
Yeah,
They
the
won't do
firework thing.
They cancelled that.
They cancelled that.
Hmm.
They cancelled that a long time. But
Yeah,
they
but I'm
probably
just
still try
saying.
to charge you a fiver to watch it virtually online or something.
Yeah, no, yeah. I was supposed
They
to
go
like
get
so
that money.
because I was thinking of going one time because me and my friend we watched it in his flat and I was like, oh yeah, I should go. Then we then found out you actually have to pay to go to this stuff. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Stuff is wild, man. Stuff is
New
wild.
Year's in London is rubbish as well. I don't like New Year's in London.
I mean, I've had a few good New Year's Eve things, but most of the time I'm like, look, man, it's another year, and what? Okay, look,
Well, I was saying that the last New Year's I spent abroad, I got racially abused in Copenhagen. So
whoa,
maybe I just,
oh yeah, you
maybe I
told
should
us,
stay in
yeah, you
London.
told us, yeah. So guys, how's your weekend, man? How's your weekend, man? How's everything on the end of week?
Javon, you were celebrating, no? You were celebrating over the weekend.
Yeah, well, my friend's
Anniversary.
birthday. That was on Friday. Anniversary was on the day of yeah,
Thursday.
yeah. Still on the stream. So yeah, I've been a lot going on this weekend.
So what did you do for your anniversary?
Well, because of COVID, we didn't go out, so I just had a meal.
Did you cook?
No, I didn't cook. I got some food. No, the reason why I didn't cook was because one, we hadn't gone shopping. There wasn't anything there, and obviously the kids are there, and there's just been a whole load of stuff. I still had work to do, so I ordered a nice meal and I went out when she went to pick up the kids. I went out and quickly got her like a little gift and stuff and set it up before she got home from picking up the kids. Yeah, that's pretty much. And I just pretty much spent the whole day with her because normally I'm just in my studio back here. So yeah, that's pretty much.
That's nice.
So one day out of the year, you make an effort.
I always make an effort, but you have to always make an effort on anniversary.
So obviously, you told me this before the stream started, but just for the people to know, how is daddy life going, man? How's the first?
Yeah, it's good, man. It's good. My little girl's good. You know, she sleeps and shits and eats. So, you know,
the easy life, man.
The easy life, yeah. So yeah, no, she's good.
Guys, obviously Neeks isn't here, but he'll be here very soon.
Hold on.
He's in the comments.
He's in the comments.
He's in the comments. He's waiting for you to apologize.
What?
Saying you have to apologize to Kane.
You have to apologize to Kane.
Well, that's not happening.
Pull up the comment, innit?
Has he apologized? No. And it's not happening. That's not happening. So, look, man, Neeks, well, whatever you get here. First of all, this is very unprofessional of you not to come to the show live. Look at his bloody 4 eyes, man. All right, guys, let's roll with some football dugouts kablingi, man. Let's hit it. You guys, it's the kid, Mourinho here, Double H, half of trying to stay alive, man. So look, a lot of stuff to get through to this week because a lot of stuff happened this week, and of course, this is the return of Champions League week. The games are coming thick and fast. So we're going to talk about that real main topic, which is of course what you see on the flipping freaking thumbnail. But before we get there, look, let's address it. Tottenham. It was the debut of Gareth Bale. It was supposed to be a chilled out, relaxed debut, 3-0, all good. But then people need to put some respect on David Moyes, like Devo, who insulted David Moyes. So Devo needs to apologize to David Moyes. So hopefully we'll get that double-spaced apology from Devo. And Lanzini, I don't think we will see a better goal scored this season. You know, I think what that states was an amazing goal. So let's talk about it. Has this now shown that Tottenham cannot win the league, and there's just a lack of mental. So no matter how amazing Mourinho is, no matter what Mourinho does, there's nothing he can do to change the mentality that is Tottenham. Devo, hit it.
Firstly, who in the Ras was talking about Tottenham winning the league? Which league?
Twitter.
League, maybe.
Which league?
Twitter.
Do we know which club we're talking about? Do you know? There's a certain thing that, it's called destiny and fate. Tottenham are destined to be Spurs. That's what they are. They're Spursy. Their behavior is as such. So no matter how good they do, the flip side will always be that they're Spursy. So they'll always screw it up somehow. They might go on a run, but then after a little while, they'll come back down to earth. It's what they do. It's what they've been doing for 60 years. Being 3-0 up against West Ham with David Moyes on the touchline, because remember, West Ham were doing well when he was at home. Before that, they were rubbish. In the 3 games that he weren't there, they were undefeated. So being 3-0 up in 16 minutes against West Ham really should be an easy W. If you look at what they did on the pitch, they should have won that game, clearly. They should have won that game. To concede 3 goals in the last 9 minutes is quite possibly the most Spursy thing I think I've ever seen in my life. And I loved it. I think the whole thing with Bale coming on and then being like, oh, Bale's back, blah, 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 this, that, the other. It's all good. But you need to sort out your defense. And this is what I said before. They made great signings at the top end of the pitch. They got great players. Son and Kane could be quite possibly the best partnership in the Premier League right now. Bale's a great player. Bergwijn's great. And Ndombele's playing well. Højbjerg looks like a good signing. But the centre-back pairing is what's going to cause them trouble. And as long as Aurier is still playing at right-back, they ain't got a chance of doing nothing. I know they've brought in Doherty, and it's not been easy for him coming in. But get rid of Aurier. He cannot play any games. Get rid of Aurier. If you want to do something, get rid of him. But yeah, Spurs will mess up. They ain't winning nothing. Nothing.
Javoine?
Nothing.
Devo, please refrain from such insults.
Nada. Zilch. Big up Harry Kane.
Wait.
Actually, zilch is something actually in the dictionary.
It's crazy. Watching the game, well, the highlights, I would say, and to be fair, I was actually out at the time, and then my friend
doing what? Selling cocaine or?
No. What was I doing? When was the game? The game was yesterday, wasn't it? Oh, damn it!
Sunday.
Listen, I'm doing so much. My brains. Either way, I was out.
Too tight, bro.
Either way, I was out, and I saw 3-0. I was like, cool. Spurs got this. I saw Kane had licked in some goals. Son, it was all a mad thing. I was like, cool. And I must have joined Discord with my friends later, and they're like, have you seen the Spurs scores? I'm like, what are you talking about? What are you actually talking about? Man says they drew 3-3. I was so confused. I don't know what had happened last. I thought the game was done. I thought they probably lashed in 2 more. So when I watched the highlights, I was like, this is poor from Spurs. I don't know how that happened. And I'm going to bring this into the Chelsea thing. Everyone's like, oh, 3-0 up. Listen, it happens, innit? It happens to Spurs. Liverpool drew. Like, it happens, innit? Like, it's mad. COVID this season is just messing up everything. And
Javan, don't compare that to what happened with Lampard and Chelsea, because we're going to deal with Lampard and Chelsea.
We will deal with that boy. We will.
That boy. So please don't compare with Lampard and Chelsea.
I'm not comparing the managers. I'm just saying right now it's a mad season with COVID. Anything can happen. So I don't think Chelsea fans should rule out winning the title. That's all I'm saying.
Leaks.
Well, you're the only one taking L's. Are we going to pretend like Gatlock didn't just expose you minutes before coming live?
Who's that? Who is Gatlock?
Oh, what did Gatlock do?
Wait, who is Gatlock? I've never heard of that.
That doesn't matter who he is.
Is that like an anime character?
Doesn't matter who he is. We
Can
know
you
that.
carry on with the show. Please ask the question.
You were exposed. I don't know what you asked me. You were exposed. You've gone on this Mourinho agenda that you don't even truly believe, and you want everyone else to apologize. But in reality, it's you who needs to apologize. You need to apologize to Jose Mourinho, because you're the one who doubted him, and you're the one saying that we should apologize. So if anyone has,
no one needs to apologize.
I'm just saying, what are you talking about? If others have to apologize, it's actually you who needs to apologize. The evidence is there. Additionally, on top of that, you haven't apologized to Harry Kane yet. You're a disgrace. You're a disgrace. You want to do big capital letters on your tweets Oh, the sun
I didn't
rises.
actually.
The sun. I saw it. The sun rises in the east. Oh, that was a good pass. In small little lowercase. That was a good pass, Harry Kane. But it's all about Son. But usually you cuss Harry Kane because he is only a goal scorer. Actually, only a goal scorer. But now when he plays a brilliant pass to set up the goal, that's not enough for you. You've got a Kane.
First of all, I'm not wearing a shirt that says "Believe in yourself, NYC." You're not even from New York.
It doesn't matter where I'm from.
Okay, so
forget the personal. We're talking about
believe in myself, man.
You don't even believe in your own self. You don't believe in your own self. You don't. You tell us that you're the best football analyst, but what are we basing it on? What are we basing it on? You got a Kane agenda, which stinks and it holds no weight, and Mourinho. At one point, it's like, oh, you know, to apologize because he's beating West Ham 3-0, and then they draw 3-3. So now what? Where do we go from here? Do you need to apologize for us? Like, where do we go from here?
He's basing the fact that he's the best football analysis purely on an eye test. There's no substance to that.
Where do we go from here, HH? At 3-0 up, Mourinho was the goal and he proved everyone
Is that
wrong.
a question?
And
Do you want me to answer?
Yes, and then at 3-3,
So this is not a rhetorical question. It's a question you want me to answer.
Where do we go from here?
Okay, thank you. Well, my dear Caribbean friend, Neeks, where do we go from here? It's simple. Mourinho can only do so much. He's working with scraps. Can I answer the question?
Can I just say one thing? About this whole Mourinho thing, right? Mourinho at Spurs, I said from the time he got the Spurs job, he was finished. Because if you're at the highest level, you're not managing Spurs. Do you understand? Now he is at Spurs.
Logical sense.
It makes perfect logical sense. Because Spurs are not an elite side.
Okay.
They haven't won anything. How can they be an
I'll
elite
let you
team?
finish, but it makes no sense. But I'll let you finish.
Yeah. So Mourinho being at Spurs already means he's no longer elite. Because he's had to go down a level to get himself a job. So therefore, he's not elite. Now that he's at Spurs, and Spurs, a team that never spend money, he might not have spent the money on Ndombele, but he's benefited from it. So now he's coming whilst they're spending money, something they've never done before. They've given him money. If he doesn't win anything, what is his excuse? It can't be Levy didn't back me because Levy's backed him.
Can I respond?
You know how long Pochettino took to get backed? And look what Pochettino was doing.
Man's got peak Kane, peak Son. He's now got Gareth Bale, Ndombele, Reguilon, Bergwijn. Listen, I don't want a captain. What do you call it? World Cup winning captain Hugo Lloris. There's no excuse. He's not working with scraps.
Okay. I've let you guys speak uninterrupted. Now, please let me speak uninterrupted. Thank you very much. It's very simple. As I said again before, I was rudely interrupted. Mourinho did all that he could. He is working with scraps in a sense of Harry Kane hasn't done anything of any note. Okay, he let me. Oh man, I told you. I said don't interrupt me, man. Guys, come on. I said don't interrupt me.
We're just
okay.
laughing.
All right. Okay. Continue to laugh. Harry Kane has not because Mourinho is there to actually make Harry Kane somewhat of an elite striker. He's a Premier League striker. He's a domestic merchant striker, quality player. But have you done anything in ACL? Hey, man, let me land, man. Let me land.
Guys. Let him land.
Thank you. God damn.
This is a rocky flight, man.
Can
turbulence. Put your seatbelts on. Plenty of speed.
Can I have a CL semi? Can I have a CL final? Can I have a World Cup semi, World Cup final? Can I have a Euro semi, Euro final? Those are always my thing.
Yes, you can have a World Cup
even
semi.
If that's
2018, he was in the World Cup semi. He scored as many goals.
He didn't do anything in that semi.
Many goals in the World Cup semi.
Wait. Let me ask you this. Hope. How many World Cup semis, World Cup finals, Euro semis, World Cup final goals does Benzema have or Lewandowski?
Can I respond to that?
Yes.
Well, I asked you, yeah.
It's Lewandowski and Benzema based on Benzema has scored in a CL final.
Oh, you mean wait.
Okay. So
you give Benzema that Karius error goal, but Salah's penalty don't count
because it was from open play.
So
before I was really interrupted, can I finish my thing, guys? Come on. So as I'm saying, Mourinho has mission impossible because he is the manager of players who are not elites. The only elite player in that team is Son. That's it. So he's worked with one elite player and other guys who he has to use as scraps. That's 3-3. That's 3-3. That's 3.
Explain to me how Son.
That's 3-3.
Explain to me how Son did it. What has Son done in a World Cup semi, a World Cup final, a Euro semi, an Asian Cup final? What has he done? What did Son do
respect South Korea. Respect South Korea. Can I finish?
What did Son do in the Champions League final? What did Son do in the Champions League final?
That's 3-3. Wasn't Mourinho's fault. Mourinho has to battle with what Devo keeps on bringing up, which is the Tottenham Spursy mentality. Which is why I say for Mourinho, you're the GOAT. You're one of the greatest managers of all time. This is a mission too for the fact that he's got it. First of all, no. First of all,
this ain't first of all. This is like last.
No. You guys said no. Now let's turn the tables now. You said that Mourinho is a defensive dinosaur. I want an apology from all of you guys, right?
Okay.
Wait.
Let me start.
Let
me start because I never said that.
I
never said that. You said it. You
You said he was. You said he was finished. You said he passed it.
He is
16 goals in 3 games. How's he finished?
Wait,
with scraps. With
So that
scraps.
means he's an elite manager. They got 16 goals in 3 games. If
he's finished, he will not be able to score these amounts of goals with average players. It's an average team.
That's fair enough. Okay, that's fair enough. I'll give you that.
Give the guys respect, man.
I'll give
The
you that.
heck?
Okay, so he's an elite manager because he got 16 goals in however many games. How many of those goals came from Harry Kane?
Who is the manager of Harry Kane?
How many of those goals came from Harry Kane?
Who is managing Harry Kane? Did you watch the Prime documentary? Mourinho said that I am. Mourinho
how many
said,
golden boots has Harry Kane got without Mourinho? Premier League and World
Cup. How many titles did he win with those golden boots? How many titles? How many trophies? Any silverware? FA Cup final? FA Cup semi? World Cup final? World Cup semi?
His goal scoring prowess existed before Mourinho, so you can't give that to Mourinho.
Guys, we have a lot of stuff to cover.
Listen, wait, hold on. There's so much things being said that the amount of news, the amount of stuff that's been said to me this weekend is absolutely spinning my head. Can we just go back to the fact that he said the only world-class player or elite player on that Spurs team is Son?
What has Son done? Oh, I know what it is. He scored against the mighty European giants, Manchester City. That's what it was. He scored against Manchester City, and he is now elite. That's what you're telling me. Because that's all he's done. Greater, quote unquote, than Kane. Whereas Kane scored against Juve, scored against Bayern, scored against Barca, scored against Dortmund, scored against Monaco.
Very good.
But Son's only elite one. All right, cool.
Quick question for everyone: is Mourinho winning a trophy of any sort with Tottenham? Devo?
Hell no.
Neeks?
Yeah.
Which one?
League. I think League Cup. League Cup's a possibility. I'll go League Cup, but I think they can win FA Cup. To be honest, I'm gonna be honest. Any one of the 3 League Cup, FA Cup, Europa League, he'll win a trophy. I think.
Javan?
I don't know which one, but he will win one. He has to win one. So yes.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, I just did some calculations. Harry Kane has 25 goals in 28 Champions League games. Carry on.
Oh, is it?
How many of those are in a Champions League semi or final?
It's fine.
Okay, thank you. Okay, fair enough.
How many of Sons are in the Champions League semi and final?
He scored in both legs against Man City and came on clutch. I need clutch goals. I need clutch goals. I need clutch goals. Until he does what Son did, don't talk to me about Harry Kane instead of Son. Thank you.
Llorente's the clutch one.
Moving on very swiftly. Guys, Chelsea. I'm sick. I am sick and tired of this. I've had it up to here. I don't know any English colloquialism. I'm sure there's an English colloquialism in school that I don't know, but what's it something to do with? Okay, look, I don't know. There's some English stuff. I've had it up to here. I've had it up to here with this dude called Lampard. Okay, he's pissing me off. Is that what you British boys say? He's pissing me off. I need an explanation from you guys. Just a quick explanation from you guys. First off, I'm already seeing dangers and a repeat of what happened last season. 3-0 up, 3-3 at Stamford Bridge. How does that happen? I need an explanation from you guys. And I want you guys to be honest. Hudson-Odoi, available. Fair enough, Ziyech isn't fit. I need you to explain to me the logic. Just use because I've been watching Star Trek, so use the Enterprise. Imagine you're Captain Kirk and just try to insert yourself into the cranium of Frank Jeremiah Lampard. What is his rationale of a starting lineup with Pulisic on the right and Mount on the left? Neeks.
He has adopted the philosophy of Claudio Ranieri, but unfortunately he's the BTEC version. That's the only logical explanation. He is Tinkerman 2.0. Tinkerman Light. That's what we're going to call him, Tinkerman Light. Because Pulisic comes into your team after lockdown on the left-hand side, and he's doing bits. But you prefer to play... he played Mount on the left?
Mount on the left, Pulisic
but
on the right.
It's quite a fluid front three,
but at no point was Pulisic really on the left, as fluid as it was.
No.
So you play everyone but Mount, but your left winger on the left-hand side. Now, one of the reasons might be because Werner likes to drift out to the left, and they might end up occupying the same space. And if he drifts out to the left, you want then your other source of goals or whatever on the right-hand side. But I might say, well, actually, if he drifts out to the left and you're on the left, then we can be a massive danger down that left-hand side. Maybe he's trying to balance it out, but rather let's play to our strengths. If our strengths are down that left with Chilwell overlapping, then let's play to that. And our three will be better than whatever you can do over there. And if you want to double up on us or triple up on us on that side, then you have Kai Havertz on that side, Reece James if he's playing, and then Mount can, if you have to play Mount can drift centrally and to the right hand side. Pulisic, I don't understand why he's playing on the right. He's a left winger who cuts inside, and that's the best way. So, Tinkerman Light.
I mean, I didn't watch the whole game, but from what I saw, Pulisic was playing quite central a lot of the time. He was coming quite central to get on the ball, and that a lot of people said that 10 would be his natural position as he got older and played the game. When he was young at Dortmund and in the national team, he was played at 10 for quite a bit. So I understand him playing central. This whole Mason Mount thing, Chelsea fans need to get off his back, because he's not doing enough wrong for you to be getting on his back. The only problem is you are all fanboys for certain players that you want him out of the team, despite the fact that he's actually playing well. He's got a good chemistry with Havertz and Werner, which is starting to build. I don't see any reason why Mason Mount should be the one who's being scapegoat when you have Zuma, Kepa, all these defensive players who aren't doing their jobs. We're talking about Mason Mount.
But Devo, my thing is, it's not that he's doing anything wrong. What is he doing right? More so, you're a wide player. What are you offering going forward? Devo, you cannot rationalize the fact that Mount's strongest position is in the center. In the center, he's actually pretty good. As a number 8, he's pretty good. Are you telling me that he offers more out wide than Hudson-Odoi? Are you honestly telling me that? Well, are you telling me that he deserves to start ahead of Hudson-Odoi because he tracks back and works harder?
Well, look at what's happening with Chelsea's defense. If you take out a player who's working back, you guys are going to concede 5 again. So, yes, at the end of the day, you need someone who's willing to defend, because a lot of your players aren't. I'm not saying Mason Mount is the best player in the world, and I'm sure that Hudson-Odoi probably is better than him. But I think Chelsea fans going at Mason Mount because he's playing, and he's got this whole thing, Lampard's favourite player, blah, blah, blah. He's off a little bit, because when he is playing, he's doing a job. And he was involved in a lot of good moves in the first half, especially that Chelsea had. He created a few chances and was involved in moves that came into goals. So I think I wouldn't want to see him playing on the left personally. I understand why you'd be upset with that, but picking him out when there's a lot worse performers on the day. This is it. Kante was poor. Kante was very poor.
Before you even come in, Javon, sorry, just to say, yeah, you can speak about Mount, you can, but Mount's not the reason you drew that game 3-3.
No way.
Mount's not the reason you drew 3-3 against West Brom.
It's true. But Neeks, what if you?
Well, he was probably the reason you got back into that game.
You scored 3 goals in all of those games. Mount is not the reason why you conceded 3. The attacking quartet or whatever really can't be at fault for why you're struggling so far this season. You need to look further back, I think.
Okay, so, but before Javan goes, Neeks, you're right. He's not the guy who is the defending. But it's almost what Liverpool were doing. We're going to concede, but we're just going to outscore you. So
look how that worked for them.
No, it's true. Okay, but sort out the defense. Defense needs to be sorted out. But if you put your best attacking lineup up there, you have more of a chance of outscoring your opponent while you sort out the defense, which you know is going to be leaking. But that is something that needs to be addressed. But you putting a guy who is a central player out wide who offers a 0 going forward makes no sense.
It's been over a year. If Lampard can't be talking about we're going to try and outscore the opposition, I don't care whether you bought Koulibaly or not. The defending is atrocious. The goalkeeping is atrocious. And that's where I think the focus needs to be on more. So, yes, of course, there might be a player there who might be underperforming or in the wrong position. But when you score 3 goals or 10 goals in 3 games, 4-0 against Crystal Palace, 3 in that game, 3 against West Brom, but you only win 1 of those games, I think you're looking at the wrong thing. Now, Lampard is at fault a lot because he's managing that team. But there's a couple players who play behind Mason Mount who should not be playing for Chelsea.
Javert?
I'm wondering and questioning: is it Lampard? Is Lampard the problem? Like, I'm trying to assess what is the problem, and I can't say Lampard out, not just yet, but something is going on in the defensive room or defensive part of the team. Something is not right. We are conceding goals very sloppily. Yes, Kepa is a poor goalkeeper, and when we had Mendy in,
garbage.
When we had Mendy in, it was much better. It's what we need, and it's a shame that he got injured and we had to play Kepa. That could all contribute to it. Maybe Kepa is that bad. The defenders are, whenever he plays, they're not happy. They're worried. I don't know. There's so much thing could be
conceded 3 against West Brom without Kepa.
Listen, the defense is bad. We know this.
That's what it is. That's
the
what
defense is bad.
And it's not just individual. It's the combination, because it's whoever you seem to put in there. It's not working. So you have to look real back to the training ground and say, why can't this defense?
That's what I was just about to hit on. It has to be. I don't,
because Sarri had the same. Sarri had the same players, players, and they considered less.
No, but I'm saying I don't think. I don't even know what the defenders are bad, but they're not as bad as they are now. There's a reason why, and like I was saying, it has to go back to the training ground. So there's some kind of defensive training is not happening. It's like they're skipping it. It's just gung ho. Let's attack. Because going forward, we look so fluid. It's beautiful to watch. Just the passing, the play, everything is nice. But our defense, no matter what we do, where's Thiago Silva? Maybe if we play him, maybe things will happen. I don't know. Like it doesn't. It just. I don't know anymore. Like I'm clutching at straws. Listen, yesterday. Hold on. Yesterday, when the game was playing, I didn't even know what to believe. I was saying, maybe that's Lampard's strategy: make defense look bad, so teams just bomb at us, and then we just hit them all on the counter. Listen, I don't know what to think anymore with our defense. I'm coming up with things. Man, am I telling me I'm shameless? Yes, it's shameless, but I don't know what to say anymore. Our defense is so bad. I just don't know.
Bring up CFC Times last comment before you make. Well, whilst you make your comment.
I just don't know anymore. Like Lampard.
Actually, let me just address, because so I don't lose the super chat. So from Border Subs, well, okay, I'll say thank you for the super chat. Neeks, I don't think you understand WH's requirements. In order for a player to be world class, you cannot be a blonde, blue-eyed British player. Well,
or Norwegian.
George Michael was blonde, and he's one of the best white singers. He's the best white male singer of all time.
He was a good vocalist, to be fair.
No, George Michael is outstanding. What's it called? Sometimes I run, sometimes Britney Spears. That song is on my playlist.
You know,
and I can prove that song is on my playlist.
Britney Spears is one of the biggest frauds musically, but she's so good.
Course she's a fraud.
She's so good. Her music is so catchy, but she's a fraud.
Oh no, she's a fraud. But sometimes I run, sometimes I try, sometimes I'm scared of you. All I really want is to hold you tight, treat you right, treat me day and night. Baby, all I need is time. Oops, I did it again. Was overrated. It wasn't that great.
Whoa, that's a big tune.
Nah, overrated. Backstreet Boys was
overrated. Everything.
Shout out to my white boys. Shout out to my white boys. Backstreet Boys.
Toxic and
Toxic is a banger.
Baby one more time. Listen.
Oh baby.
Okay, so let's. Is this the comments you were referring to?
Yeah. Well, go on. See what you're gonna say. I just want you to bring it up.
So basically, look. My thing is that 100% Javen, just say it. You were going to the points, but just say it. The defenders aren't the greatest defenders in the world, but they're not garbage. What it is, it's training. And the issue about it is that you cannot tell me that of the top 6 teams, you conceded 50 goals. That there's a defensive coaching issue there. And it doesn't matter how good you are as a single defender, you are a unit. And as a unit, the one man can't be 4 people. So the person who sees the blueprints, the bird's eye view of that unit is the manager of zonal, man-to-man, push-up, push-back, and so forth. The fact that you're considering these goals is obviously the training of the 4 simply isn't working because it's not operating as a unit. Because even more so, we know this from beginning. Everyone has known things. If the central defender next to you keeps on changing, it's gonna affect the thing. What top manager changes their central defensive partnership game to game if they're not forced to?
And that's why I say at Man United, for example, we'll probably speak about them. Solskjaer's been going with Maguire and Lindelof, and Lindelof isn't our second best defender. He isn't top 2, so he shouldn't be next to Maguire. But Maguire and Lindelof are the only ones who can consistently stay fit. So you have to. You take from Peter to pay Paul. You can't be playing your best defender if he's not available all season. You need to have some sort of consistency. So you just say, you know what? These are the 2 that I'm going to play. And I know I'm going to get some errors from them because they're not top level ability. But we're going to get consistency in terms of cohesion, etc., communication with the goalkeeper. And that's what we're going to go with. But every time you change it, if they're all bad, in technical ability wise, you're not going to help the issue by changing them and they lose their cohesion and team chemistry. So I said last season, I'll say it again, he needs to just pick his 2 and stick with it, and that's it. Or pick your back 4 even. You might just change, maybe the right back might be James for Aspilicueta, but 3 out of the back 4 or 4 out of the back 5, including the keeper, should not change from a game to game basis.
Yeah.
All right. Let's address the pink piranha in the room, man. So Liverpool fans are freaking out. They are freaking out. They are all saying, also guys, remember, please head over to the Football Dugout channel. Hit that subscribe button. We're almost on 1,000 vids. Hit the like button, but please, we're trying to get to 1,000 subs. Head to the Football Dugout channel. So Liverpool.
Head to the Football Dugout channel.
Yes, I just said that, Joe, man.
Yeah, I was just repeating it.
So Liverpool, man. Also, by the way, Liverpool fans, I didn't come up with that title. That was Devo and Neeks combined. So, there's something. Okay, let's first, because before we get to VR, because we can break that down in so many different ways. Because I'm tired of looking at like a sci-fi film whenever they do this whole VR thing. It's stupid. Because I want to get to you guys your thoughts on if the offside rule needs to be changed. But let's first deal with the Van Dijk issue. Now, this is my thing. So me and Devo were also chopping it up earlier on, and we came to the agreement that Richarlison is a moron. Now, that guy should be given a 5-6 game ban. You knew what you were doing, and you went in for him, and you were playing like a complete utter brick. So you do deserve the ban. And Devo was right in saying this. Pickford was clumsy. It was a clumsy challenge. It wasn't a malicious challenge. It wasn't a premeditated challenge. It was a clumsy challenge. Split second, you were awkward, too slow, you went in through. Van Dijk standing like boom, because I've sort of done that before, and I can know how badly that thing can hurt. And we're hearing in 7 to 8 months. So, two questions to you guys. Do you feel that the Pickford hate is warranted? And how badly do you think the Van Dijk injury will affect Liverpool? Because I believe that I'm now leaning towards Man City for the league if Van Dijk is out for 7 to 8 months. But I believe that it won't affect them in the Champions League. Liverpool can still win the Champions League without Van Dijk. I'm not sure whether they can win it without I'm not sure whether they can win the league without Van Dijk. They can win the Champions League without Van Dijk. I don't think they can win the league without Van Dijk. Devo.
Firstly, the Pickford thing. Pickford doesn't deserve death threats, and he's been getting death threats. As I said, it was clumsy. It was a clumsy challenge from a clumsy goalkeeper. And if you look at it closely, when he caught him, he kind of grabbed his leg to say kind of like, oh shit, I'm sorry, I got you, I'm sorry. He didn't maliciously go to do it. It was a dumb challenge, and he should have been sent off. And as he wasn't sent off, he should have retrospectively been sent off. That decision just baffles me. I don't, because the way they tried to explain it was saying that because the whistle had gone for the offside, they couldn't come back and then do him for the foul because it was not during the play. But then the Richarlison thing, he gave the foul for the Mina challenge on Mane, and then gave Richarlison the red card. So it's the exact same situation, two different outcomes. And that shows the problem that we have with officials in this country. They are whatless. They're absolutely clueless. They don't know what they're doing. How can two people, so the referee saw the Van Dijk challenge, the Pickford challenge on Van Dijk. The guy in the booth would have seen it several times while he was looking at the offside, and neither of them decided to do anything about it. So that's that. The Van Dijk thing, if Van Dijk's out, they're in big, big trouble. Not just because it's Van Dijk's out, but Matip's also injured. Matip picked up an injury as well.
Oh, shit.
And they sold Lovren. So they're down to Gomez. So they're down to Gomez and Fabinho.
Oh,
they're the two fit centre-backs. So not only are you losing two centre-backs in Van Dijk and Matip, you're also losing a central midfielder in Fabinho. So they're in trouble. They're in trouble. Apparently, Mane picked up an injury as well, I think.
Thiago also out as well?
Possibly. We don't know how long, but we don't know how long. And Alisson, of course, is out until the end of the month.
But the thing about Liverpool fans is, I agree Pickford should have been punished. I agree Richarlison was bang out of order, but he was punished. You can't really do much more than that unless you're going to now look at every single tackle that is dangerous and start filling out long-term things. But to go to VAR and ask for a review, that's just dumb. That's just stupid. Because that means now every club should be doing that for every single decision that they feel is wrong. But when the VAR has assisted you in a way, you were not saying we need to review this VAR. You can't have it both ways. It's either you're against it across the board, if it advantages you or disadvantages you. You have to be in the same mind frame. I don't like it,
and that's the thing.
You can't scream. You can't scream, "Oh no, this isn't right" because it's affected you. But when Sheffield United were getting screwed over last season, Liverpool fans weren't saying nish.
Wait,
look at this tweet.
But Javin, before you do that, Javin, why is shagging the top trend on?
No idea why shagging is.
Don't click it.
What else are you going to do in lockdown?
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
Shagging Carragher and Traore. What's going on?
Yeah, but that's
and HH is there as well. What's going on?
Oh God, shagging Carragher, Traore, HH.
No, it's DM, man. It's a DM. Okay, it's a DM. Relax. What the heck? It's DM, man.
Right. So yeah, just to look at this tweet real quick. So Van Dijk said, "I don't think it was a bad challenge at all. Unfortunately, I touched him, but I will never go in to hurt him or anything like that. I had the ball, and obviously the wet pitch, he slid through, and I touched him. But that's football, okay." These are all the challenges that Liverpool players have done, as you can see in the tweet.
Yeah, isn't it? Within the last year.
So, but they're I don't understand. They're not making noise about these. They're like, oh, they didn't get hurt, so it's okay. No, it's still a bad tackle.
The Mane thing on Tierney in our game. Mane should have been sent off for that.
Was it the elbow?
have the same energy. Liverpool
Also,
fans are doing too much.
Robertson should have been sent off in this game.
It's how it happens. It's how it's
Robertson should have been sent off in the Everton game as well. He kicked down Allen.
These are all poor tackles. But like it's like Van Dijk said, it's football. How about that? It's just football. They're crying.
Okay, so before I come to Neeks, let me just get this. So yesterday it says, Neeks, please don't mention Bai as being a good defender ever again. He's legit. And oh no, come on. And Ivorian Phil Jones, relax.
Well, in terms of injury, he's the Ivorian Phil Jones. I agree with that, but not in terms of ability.
Yeah, no. So what's it called? Does Pickford deserve the abuse? And
we spoke about
Liverpool. How much will that affect them?
We spoke about like abuse and that kind of stuff on the previous dugout. I think it was like last week, possibly. So nobody deserves that for what I feel was a genuine challenge, a genuine poor challenge, but a genuine challenge. He didn't go there with intent to injure Van Dijk. He didn't go there with intent to just take out the man, because sometimes you don't necessarily got to injure someone, but you're like, well, I'm not going to get the ball, so I'm going to take a man out. You're not going to do that 2 yards from the touchline in your own area, because you risk obviously giving away a penalty. So for me, it was clear intent to get the ball, but he's a clown, and it was a horrible, horrible challenge. Deserved the red card. Now the process with the whole VAR thing, and Dermot Gallagher spoke about it today, ex-referee, and he said, but listen, they got it wrong. That's the bottom line. They got it wrong, and they got it wrong because those referees, or I don't say those referees. The what we're hearing is that the referee himself was blocked in terms of his vision of the actual incident. So I don't mind if a referee misses an incident on the field. That's why we brought in VAR. Exactly. We know that referees are human. We know that football moves quickly, especially in modern day, and there's so much going on. Remember, the ball's in the area, there's players everywhere. All it takes is someone blocking your line, or you've missed for a split second and you've missed what happened. You can't be giving out red cards if you don't know what's happened. But that's why we have VAR. That's why we have pit side monitors. Now, there was a 3-step process, what should have been, but there is a 3-step process that the VAR should have followed. First and foremost, you check if it's a penalty, and they saw the foul, and the referee basically said, "Oh yeah, that's a foul. All right, let's check if it's offside." Because obviously if it's offside, then there's no penalty. They check, it's offside, okay, we can't give the penalty. The next step should have been to check if the challenge was a red card offence. And according to Dermot Gallagher, they didn't do that. So they actually missed the step in the process that VAR, or the rule maker, has laid out that you should apply in VAR. That's a human error.
Quick question before you go on. But since it is offside, it doesn't count. So why would they then give him a red card if the play doesn't count?
It doesn't matter. I'll give you an example. I think it was, it might have been mid-2000s, where the ball went out of play, and Ben Thatcher, Man City, I believe it was, ran in and elbowed Pedro Mendes straight into the hoardings. Ball was out of play, but it was still a dangerous, reckless.
Yeah, an offence is still an offence.
Yeah, challenge.
I can understand that.
So that's why. So even if it was, and at the moment, actually, when he made a challenge, the referee didn't blow his whistle. Because remember, the flag doesn't go up until after the play's ended. So at that moment when he made a challenge, the ball was actually still in play.
Yeah.
The offside doesn't negate the violent, violent conduct or the reckless.
Maybe if the whistle was blown,
it wasn't. The whistle wasn't blown. If the whistle was blown,
if the whistle was blown, that challenge probably wouldn't have happened.
Well, no, but it was so split second anyway.
Which is someone brought up that point. Someone brought up that point. That's a very key point. That's a very key point.
In theory, yes. In that instance, no, because it happened like that. So the flag and the whistle wouldn't have been blown in that instant. I don't even know if it was the referee who actually put the flag up. I think because it was that close anyway. It was actually VAR.
No, they gave a goal. They gave a goal kick.
Oh, they gave a goal kick. So
they gave a goal kick, and then it came back for offside.
The VAR gave the offside. Yeah. So, but the issue was that VAR, corner system referee, did not. So, the video system did not go to step 3, which was to check if it was a red card offence. That's where it broke down. And what should have happened at that moment? He says, "All right, Michael Oliver, I think you missed something. Go over to the screen. You need to reverse your, check, and I think you should reverse your decision." And he goes over to do that, but they didn't check. Now, my problem is, if you didn't go to that step 3 to make a judgment about whether the challenge is a red card offence or not, Why has the FA not retrospectively banned? Because before VAR, you retrospective banned if the referee has missed an incident. If a referee's seen an incident and decided it wasn't X, Y, Z, then you can't change it. But if you're saying that the referee on the pitch didn't see it, the VAR didn't check it because they only checked the penalty and the offside, then for me, that's grounds enough to say, well, you didn't actually check for a red card incident. You saw the foul because you would have given the penalty, but you didn't check if the foul was dangerous. And so for me, that should be enough. He should have got the red card. He didn't, but he should have been retrospectively banned. But he should have been retrospectively banned for what the challenge was, what the offense was, a red card offense, a 3-match ban. Not what Mark Bosnich and some other people are calling for, that players who injure players for a certain amount of time, you should be banned for the length of time that the person was injured. Because that's ridiculous. You're now punishing things beyond that player's control. Because if Van Dijk's foot wasn't planted and he didn't get ACL, Pickford still should have been sent off. So if he got back up, because Richarlison injured Thiago. Thiago made what would have been the assist for the winner. So should Richarlison stay on the pitch because Thiago didn't come off injured? No, you punish the actual challenge, not the result of the challenge.
With punishments that are already set in place.
Exactly. And they want to change the rules. Change the rules.
Same for everybody. But you know, one thing I just want to point out as well is that Robertson should have been sent off in that same game, but VAR didn't look at that one when he kicked down Allen.
Yeah, I saw that.
He kicked it off the ball and he flicked his leg out, kicked him in the ankle. That's violent conduct. Nothing. I haven't heard any Liverpool fans talk about that. If we're going to talk about officials being poor, let's talk about officials being poor, because that's what it was.
But you know what happens? Like, it is what it is. Like, fans, especially like club merchants fans, they know what they're doing. They know that they're not keeping the same energy and they're not being consistent. So, like, as if it doesn't happen to us, it's different. As long as it happens to us, I'm going to defend it. And even if they know what they're doing isn't being consistent and they're being hypocritical, they don't care because I'm being a real fan by doing that. So those things that Javen showed, they'll just ignore it.
They have been. You should go look through the comments. It's disgusting.
But it's... There's no point even giving it, and they know what they're doing, but they feel like if this is us being real fans by, doing this, yes, we must be like that.
About my club. You know what I mean?
You know what? We might be thanking Everton in the next 30 game weeks, because this might be the start of the downward spiral.
Oh, sorry, yeah. To respond to that part, they're gonna struggle. Gomez ain't what everyone made him out to be. I rate him as a young centre back, but people talking about him being the second. Listen, at one point, people were saying he's the second best centre back in the world. In the league. And I'm like, no, he's just playing next to the best centre back in the league. That's all it is. Because when that best centre back isn't there, maybe in a league, a cup game or whatever, and playing next to he's a Lovren or a Matip or whatever, you see that he's a young, talented defender. When he plays for England, he's a young, talented defender. Van Dijk is that good that a lot of the defending, he marshals that line. I mean, he hasn't been doing it. That's this season, but he marshaled that line and brought everyone up around him. They're going to struggle, and I'm here for it.
All right, so
they're lucky that the transfer window opens up again in a couple months.
Yeah, hopefully they don't buy Upamecano.
Okay, so moving on. So let me just read this and then we'll then move on to this. I want us to now break this down. So from yesterday, thank you to the super chats. It says, I feel like people also forget how protected the goalkeepers are. They legit get away with murder, and it's always a yellow once you touch them. I remember Nani. I don't remember what he's referring to with the whole Nani thing, but it is what it is. Basically, it's like
Jamie Carragher, Nani, I think. No. Oh, he's talking about in the Champions League against Arbeloa, Real Madrid 2013, I think, when Nani got a red card.
For doing what?
Exactly. Anyway.
Michael Jackson impressions.
No, basically, my thing, look, of course, keepers are super protected, and I think they are protected too much, but it's like, it is what it is. It's like, whenever there's a corner kick being taken, do you know how much crazy stuff happens in there? The guys pulling guys' teeth, grabbing guys, all that kind of stuff. And the referee can just magically say, oh, but you're giving a penalty for that when a 3 billion times we've seen guys pull shirts and everything. So, I mean, it is what it is. And you just have to accept the people who are protected and who aren't protected and just make sure that you walk within the rules of the game. Rather than say, oh, why are goalkeepers protected? They just are. Now, use that to your advantage as a team. So don't even worry about whether they're protected. Use it to your advantage to get you the win. So, offside. I want you guys to take a look at this and tell me if this isn't
Oh, he's miles offside. He's miles offside, mate. He's miles offside. Come on.
Let me ask you guys this. If you were shown this picture, let's say you didn't know, like the red team is Strawberry FC and the blue team is Blueberry United. That's all you know. Would you say that there is an offside if you were given this still of a picture?
No.
You know what? I looked at this so many times, I could not see what they saw. Like, because to me, it looks like his shoulder. I'm looking close now. It looks like his shoulder is in line with, I don't know who is that. Godfrey. Look like it's in line with his bum, for one.
But then look at Yeremina's hand.
Man, no watch man ass, Devo.
Yeah. Yeah, but Yeremina's hand can't play him onside because it's his hand. But it looks like it's in line with Godfrey's bum, which can play him onside because you can score with your bum.
You can.
Do you know what I mean? So this decision made no sense. For me, Liverpool were robbed. They were robbed.
Let me break it down for you, because obviously he's only got this one line. You need to get the other one where it's actually got two lines. It's got the purple or the blue and the red or whatever it is. Now the issue is the change of the handball rule. This is where it actually starts. This is how all these things start multiplying on top of. So the change of the handball rule is about where the arm starts and ends. And now the handball, if the ball strikes you, basically, on Mane will be the white sleeve at the little part at the bottom. Mm-hmm. If the ball strikes you from there up, that's not handball. You can play the ball from your shirt sleeve up. Anything below the shirt sleeve.
What if you're wearing long sleeves?
Well, I have the same question, but maybe I think because look at Henderson, he's wearing this little thing under. So maybe they've actually told them, no, you can't wear long sleeves anymore. You have to wear. I don't know. It's a bit very strange that you judge it by what you're wearing. But they said, so that's where it starts. So that's what they don't look at the shoulder. They're actually looking at the white on his sleeve because technically he can score with that because of the change of the handball rule. And listen, all I've said is I can't see here that it's offside. No one can. Anyone that says they can is lying. However, my screen and your screen and probably the person in England with the best screen probably ain't got a quality as sharp as what's in the VAR box. So if on their one, which is probably more than 4K, and they're moving the lines and they say it's offside, who are we? Who are we? Some of us on illegal streams that are
hey, they're legal, man. They're legal to me, man.
I can't see that it's offside. Of course you can't see that. You're too
These people can see that offside, but they can't see Jordan Pickford.
Well, it's GBH. It's a madness. But basically,
that's a GBH.
That's right. But the point I'm making is we've given offsides and goal line technology to the officials. To the technology. We've given this to the technology. We have to trust the technology. Now, if we want to change the rule to say a lenience of X, Y, Z, that's fine. But as it stands, we've given it over to the technology, so we have to trust technology more than our eyes on our.
But Neeks, now that is where I wanted to take the conversations, because you're right. And I think even Devo made the point with that. No, VAR isn't the issue. It's whatever the rules are. VAR is a machine. And a machine is 1 + 1 = 2. A machine never makes a mistake. A machine is a machine. So the rule says if any part of you is offside, it's offside. My issue is that what do we do? Because I think back in the day, I don't know whether it was back in the day, I said because the spirit of it is not goal hanging and you don't have an unfair advantage. This Hadimani does not have an unfair advantage in this situation. So the rule has to be changed so that you stop a player having an unfair advantage. So my suggestion was...
How about, would that not become objective? Because then how do you judge? What I class as unfair, you might say is fair. So what would you...
What would you my thing is that we should have a discussion with people who... Because this stuff has been made by nerds, scientists, and losers. Have a discussion with players, people who've played the game. So they'll say, if this attacker is like a yard ahead of me or a few inches ahead of me, that's an unfair advantage. Or if this attacker is literally like next to me like this and leaning over, that's not an unfair advantage. So my thing is, I said if there is space between the last defender and the attacker, that's offside.
All right, people say, watch it. But then, wherever you draw the line, you're still gonna get a 1 millimeter margin of error. You're still gonna get that, because then you'll be like, There's no space there. No, that green ain't the grass. That's the green from his shirt.
Computer can see space. You can input C equals XY plus C plus plus, man.
The point is, wherever you draw the line, there's always going to be 1 millimeter either side. So people are complaining now because on like level with 1 millimeter off is offside. But then if it's, let's say 10 centimeters off, when it's 10.1, you could be like, oh, it's only 10.1. And then before you know it, it's going to go back to goal hanging. So listen, I don't really care what the rule is personally, but wherever you have the rule, wherever you draw the line stops there and there's no margin. So draw it further this side or further that side. I don't have an issue. But wherever we draw it, you cannot complain.
Because it's a slippery slope then. Yeah.
They need to just implant chips into every player.
That's the only way it's going to work.
Implant little chips, so as soon as you go offside, it buzzes or something. It lets yeah. That's the only way. That's the only way. That's the only way. So a message is sent to the VAR booth, and they're like, no, you know what? Because we got this alarm on number 11. So yeah, that was offside. We're going to have to call that back. That's what they're going to put a chip in everybody's shoulder.
Because I'll give you an example. There was, remember was it early last season? Yeah, there was an incident with Sheffield United against Spurs where John Lundstrom's big toe was offside, and everyone was saying, well, if I'm size 10 and I'm size 6, then you're at advantage. So it's like, somebody's like, oh, it's just a sleeve. It's like, yeah, but where do we draw the line? That's my question.
Yeah,
where do we draw the line?
Akin Fenwa and your sleeves, massive.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I think, like, when you see something like that, of course, it's like we've been robbed. But the game we're playing now in 2020, the life we're living now in 2020 is all technology based. We can't compare it to something that happened in the 90s or 2000s.
All right, so let's get it. So thank you.
General Cruel just said Haaland already has that chip.
Wait, why? What chip?
Because he's just a robot, isn't it?
No. He's a James Bond villain. I told you. He literally looks like a James Bond villain, man. So I'll say Aaron says, thank you for super chats, big man. I think Man City are the favourites for the league now. I still think we'll finish either first or second, though, because the likes of United, Arsenal, and Chelsea are pretty average. You see, here's my thing. Before the season started, I said Liverpool would win the league. With Van Dijk going down, I feel I have the right to change it because that is a massive thing. I find it difficult
until Laporte gets injured next week and you change it back.
He's not going to get injured. He's not going to. Oh, okay, so are you guys still keeping your picks? So who do you? No,
I had Man City anyway.
Who did you? And Javan? Oh, you had Chelsea. Oh.
And bro, listen, it's even better. Look, Van Dijk out. We have it now. We have it.
I mean, Liverpool's lost their best defender. Chelsea have no defenders. So
that's fine.
So Deva, are you changing your pick or you're keeping it with Liverpool?
No, you know what? I'm changing my pick because I think Liverpool winning the league has set us back 30 years. I think that we've now gone back to like the late 80s, early 90s. So I think it's either going to be Villa, Everton, or Leeds.
I'll take. Oh, I wouldn't take Leeds. I'll take Villa, Everton.
It's going to be one of them three.
I'll take Villa, Everton all day. Villa are doing a madness, man.
Yeah.
Chelsea should look at that Ross Barkley fella.
Yeah, he's a good player, man.
Listen, that guy's a dickhead. How in the world
no, Martinez.
Villa and he's playing like this? Where was
no, Martinez? Chelsea should have gotten Martinez. That's what I'm saying. They should have gotten Martinez.
Arsenal should have signed Martinez. We could have done with him.
Sorry, HH. People talk about Martinez this weekend. Did Leno do something bad or wrong, or was it just that Martinez had a good game?
No, Leno. There was so many errors in that goal that Man City scored, but he has this thing where sometimes he parries the ball straight out.
Yeah,
and as a goalkeeper, you're supposed to parry it away from goal. So he parried it straight out, and Sterling just taps it in.
I saw the goal, but I wasn't sure exactly.
Yeah.
Why it was.
So okay, so let's run us with some Champions League stuff. So thoughts. So PSG Man United.
Listen, if we can beat Alex St. Maxim, then we can beat Neymar, innit?
Who the heck is Alex St. Maxim?
Sorry, is it Alex?
Newcastle's good, man.
Alan St. Maxim.
Alan, that's it, Alan.
Yeah.
I think. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. I said already. I'm done. I'm kind of done with Man United in the sense that I don't trust them. I don't. What happens on the 90 minutes happens in the 90 minutes. I have no prediction, no expectation, none of that. It's just what happens. We'll see. Now, after the PSG game, I'm looking. I see some of they got a few players out. I'm thinking, if we set up right, we can get something from this game. And I think if we get something from this game, it sets us up for the group because there's no guarantee Leipzig and Istanbul are going to get something away at PSG. So we can do something that would be good. However, now I've seen that we've got injuries. Maguire's out, Bailly's out, Greenwood didn't travel either, and Cavani didn't travel either. So who's our centre back's going to be? Lindelof and Tuanzebe? Like, I actually don't know. I think now he's probably even more likely to go with back three to give it more cover. Probably Luke Shaw left centre back, Tuanzebe and Lindelof. Maybe he drops even McTominay at centre back. I have no idea what we're going to do now. I don't think we're going to win. I'm not worried in terms of we're going to get smashed, because I think Solskjaer's trying to hit the reset button. We've been too open this season, trying to go gung ho and attack all these teams. He brought in McTominay and Fred against Newcastle.
McTominay.
I just said, like, well, you're not kind of going to get past, and we're gonna, we can obviously got our strengths in attack. So I think he's going to free at the back. So I still got pressure and use Martial and Rashford to praise him.
We need to have a conversation about Paul Pogba.
Oh, Pogba needs to be dropped. No,
yeah, we need to
be dropped. Pogba should be dropped.
Take that money.
Pogba should have been dropped after the Brighton game. He was dropped after the Spurs game, and for me, with our squad, a bit of availability in terms of who we actually got in our squad, Pogba and Bruno. I don't know who you're talking about. Pogba and Bruno can't play in the same team at the same time because you need a mobile single pivot. Matic can't do that because he's not mobile. Fred isn't an anchor man. So if you're going to have both of those as eights or whatever, you need to have someone mobile doing that job.
But it was working before. It was working before. So what happened?
No. It worked for about 7 games after lockdown. Prior to that and after that, our best results and performances have come when we've had 2 holding midfielders, so Fred and Matic or Fred and McTominay, with creative player, Bruno, whatever, in front. So I think, for me, Fred has to play. And then you go with probably Matic with next to him.
So you're choosing between Pogba. So basically, you're saying you have to choose between Pogba or Bruno. They can't play together.
Correct.
And then it's Bruno.
And right now it's Bruno. Yeah, right now it's Bruno. Listen, you know what? I have no issue with this because this is Man United. We have a squad of how many players? We bought Pogba for 90 million 4 years ago. What the hell does that have to do with anything? If you're not playing well now, you shouldn't play. I don't care. I don't care how much you cost. I don't care how good your ability is. It's about what you're doing on the pitch. And if the balance of the team means that Pogba shouldn't there, then the balance of the team means that Pogba shouldn't play. Names don't mean nothing to me. It's about performances and the team.
So Mr. says Fabrizio Roman, thank you for super chat SAS98. Madrid and Barca in talks to sign the world's best centre back slabhead Maguire for 18 McChickens. Now, is this real or is this fake? I hope this is.
Yeah, Fabrizio Romano doesn't lie. Here we go.
Yeah, but SAS98 does.
No, look, there's no way in hell they're buying that Maguire dude, man. Hell no. Because if they did, then they're flipping screwed. Because I'm not here to hate on Maguire, but he's a convicted criminal. That's what I'm saying. He's a convicted criminal. So
there's a comment from Jeff Master.
Well, I can't find it. So Chelsea, what are trying to find the comment? Chelsea Sevilla.
Where is that? Is that at Chelsea?
Bridge at the bridge.
Is that a bridge?
Yeah, that comment is to do with it. If Chelsea lose tomorrow, I want HH to have an emergency hangout for Lampard, and he wants in.
You know what? Sevilla hasn't started too great this season.
They lost to Granada, I think.
Yeah, they're not doing too well. So.
Did you see Kennedy's skill?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, Chelsea boy,
ex-Chelsea Kennedy.
He's on loan again, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, Chelsea don't sell players; they just loan them out.
Because it makes us money.
Lucas
That's how
Diaz
Ram rolls,
since
man.
2011 and never played a game for Chelsea. Just
they
been
get like
every
2 million per player per loan, and they don't have to pay the wages, and then they sell them at the end.
Yeah.
So what are we saying? Chelsea Sevilla. What are we saying?
Chelsea should win that. I think it depends on what Lampard puts out. It depends on what Lampard puts out.
I don't think it's about what he puts out. It's just about what Chelsea turn up. Because if they did, they've been scoring goals all season.
Yeah,
this can't defend, and if you can't defend, you're not going to win every game.
Yeah, you're not going to win games.
Is Kovacic injured? Because I think Chelsea missed
don't think
Kovacic
so.
massively.
Oh no. Kovacic and Kante, that is the two in
Listen,
midfield.
I'm not even sure if Kante should even start anymore, bro.
Kante's been poor.
Listen, which game was it? Was it the West Ham game? We're going nice passing play forward, and then the man will go backwards. He loses the ball a lot
guys,
more now.
Chelsea, Sevilla, what are we saying, man? What are we saying?
Chelsea, Sevilla.
I know HH likes Kante, innit?
Kante can't start, bro.
But let's be honest.
My
Let's be honest. Since the World Cup final 2018, he ain't been the same player. He hasn't. Now you can blame it on the manager. You can blame it on injuries. It is what it is. But I would still take him at Man United. But he's just not the same player.
Not the same guy. I think Chelsea.
Okay, look, man.
Draw. I'm gonna say draw.
No, I'm saying the best. If Mount starts that game, bro, then guys.
We're not gonna lose if he starts.
So, guys, remember, head over to the Football Dugout channel. We're almost on 1,000 subscribers. Head over there, subscribe to the Football Dugout, like the video on the Football Dugout. Please hit that subscribe button. The Football Dugout channel. Guys, do you have any final words for our lovely, appreciative audience? Can you include some losers in here as well?
Yeah, I've got a question. What day and time is your apology for Harry Kane coming out?
When he bowls in a CL semi or a CL
what if he balls in a World Cup and gets the golden boot? How about that? Is that
Panama.
That's not why I asked.
Panama.
What language is that?
Panama.
Let me ask you a question. If Harry Kane was sold and he went to Real Madrid, for example, and he got the golden boot in Spain, would you still say he's a brick?
No.
He'll say he took the easy move and won it. That's what he'll say.
That's what I'm not saying. Would you say that he's not?
No. If he did that, because Real Madrid is high pressure. Tottenham, there's no pressure there. Real Madrid is high pressure. If he did and bowled that, yes, Kane, you fulfilled it because you've been able to bowl under pressure. Because Kane doesn't succeed under pressure. Like that's my issue with him. Like when pressure comes, the guy disappears. I don't care what you do against West Ham. Bowl in a high pressure game where it's difficult. Score for Tottenham when they need you to. Because that's Tottenham not won a trophy because after all the goals you scored, none of them have been important or inconsequential. So
he scores in pretty much all the games he plays. So
is that me or is it HH that's lagging out?
No, it's H.
Okay, I thought it was me.
It's because this new Football Dugout channel's got a bullshit meter. After too much, it just locks you off.
Wait, you said I'm lagging?
Yeah, you're cutting out.
You're in the Matrix.
Yeah, see? ADAJ3, he's on it. He said, subscribe to the Football Dugout. Yeah. Subscribe. When we get to 1,000, we do the giveaway, innit?
No, for real, I've subscribed. I subscribed already. So can I get that FM21?
Listen,
I'm a new parent, bro. I'm broke.
We can't be in.
Why not? The surprise draw. It should be all names in a hat.
It's true,
man.
But it's for the viewers. It's not for the whole.
I watch this. I listen to it on Spotify as well.
HH, if me or you win, then we can just do a giveaway on our channels and get some subscribers.
That's what's
I got a question. ADAJ3. Is your name Adage? Is the free the Chui E? So the Ghanaian language. Is that like what is ADAJ3? Is that a name? Is it an abbreviation?
No, he's Nigerian.
So what is it? What do you say? Adage free?
He'll have to tell you. I do not know. So guys, any final words before we fly away and see you guys back on Thursday? Any final strong words for these people? Any words of wisdom? And don't worry, Javenna, I won't cut you off like I did last time. Okay. Relax.
Show your hands. Put your hands in the air.
Put your hands up, innit? Put your hands up like that. And keep them up.
like this.
No, you have to keep no fans.
I won't. No, trust me, I won't.
Death threats to footballers. It's just weird.
Rest in peace, Virgil van. Oh damn. Well, he's not dead, but he's injured.
That's how Liverpool fans do.
Yeah, look at Liverpool fans. Stop
eulogies.
What more does Marcus Ballon d'Or Rashford have to do to make you losers, especially you, HH? I prefer HH, by the way. He is the worst English player ever. He's not the worst English player ever.
Who's HN?
Okay, long story. Long story, man. Long story. So, look, any final words? Any final words, guys? Come on, any final words?
We've said it. Carry on. You have the final
Why
word.
don't you do the final word?
Javan, do you have any final words?
No.
Look, but how did they do the come, Javan? Just Javan, no, seriously, like
subscribe to the Football Dugout channel. I got it in.